Who's that nice looking man in there then?
That's me.
Is that you? Oh, what a handsome man.
Thanks very much. The only one you said I've seen it, do you?
There you go.
Glad somebody's got sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Cash.
Right, can I just start and welcome you all here for our Kirkmichael video, and look forward to hearing all your stories about how life was in the past. Can I just introduce everyone? We've got Matt, Jimmy, Billy, John and Hugh.
And we're Rhona and Colin.
And
right?
Rhona and Colin, and you know Veronica.
I'm here to listen to your stories because I've never heard them before. So I'm looking to be entertained, guys.
Do you blush easily?
No.
No.
You'll have to be off.
She's become that.
When did you finish on Kirkmichael?
My ancestors are from Cumnock, so I'll be alright.
I rest my case then.
Right, warm welcome, and I know you've all got connections with Kirkmichael, so just let you start and just tell me your connections, or you're born here, or whatever you want to say. Just
When you go, man.
go for it, Matt.
You're on.
I was born on 5th of July 1954 in the grounds of Cloncaird Castle.
Oh,
My grandpa was a head gardener up there.
right.
And 5 years later we moved into the village. My mother moved into the village and we've been here ever since.
Excellent.
I was born in 1950, 14th of August. Was born in Ayr, in a nursing home, and then into the village. I've been in the village since 1950. 3 years away in Cross Hill, and then back here.
I will let you back in.
Let them back in again.
I was born in 1946 in Irvine, but belonged to Kirkmichael. My dad had the shop in the corner, and I was here, well, I left in 68 when I got married, and I now stay in Maybow.
Right.
I was born on the 24th of May 1947 in Clawbeg Cottage, Kirkmichael.
Nice.
Um,
Clawbeg's just at the top of Dyrock Road.
for school. And I left in 1968 when I got married, and
We'll hear the rest. We'll hear all the bits in between.
I was born in 1948 and was born up at the farm just outside McClanbrigg, down McClanbrigg, not there. I'm trying to think, wasn't Ansue, was I think, what's the name?
no, was that?
No.
It was Ansue, I was born, and I was only 3 days old, and then my mum and dad moved down into the village, and I came in a drawer.
Oh, really? You put it in a drawer.
That's how they put me in a drawer and wrote it in here. That's why I had to track and trailer.
They just push you down the road.
With that lights like.
And my mother said to me, that was the worst put in my mother said, I didn't be doing this. My mother said, keep in the drawer. We attract and trailer, I think, when he surprised me.
Father says we should have kept them in the drawer.
Well, so you're all associated with the village for a good while. So just anything you want to talk about. I mean, you start from your school days. Maybe start with that bit. And we can take any stories at all. We'll reduce them down to about one each from Matt here. School days. Did you go to school, Matt?
Occasionally.
Sometimes.
They couldn't teach you how to poach or anything like that in school. So I could keep my days off like that. Well, my early recollection of school days was I loved football my life and I'm still playing it yet, but my early recollection it was the Kirkmichael boys, the school, Jimmy here and Guy Alec just was buried a fortnight ago. Alec Johnson. We were playing down at Cross Hill. I was only 6 years old and Alec couldn't make the football and I got drafted in. to play with the bigger boys as they were then.
Right.
To play with them, and I always remember going down to Cross Hill, and I missed one of the biggest chances that I can still remember to this day. I was about this distance out of the line, and I kicked over the bar. But the schoolmaster after the game said, you're a great game man. Stick in football, you could be a football player.
Right.
So I was marking
He
the
was wrong.
He was wrong. He was well wrong. He was well wrong.
Who was that? George Robertson?
Chris used to when you do this so many.
George Robertson, aye.
That's where they got with the big running bones on it.
And then he would come up. I was good.
Aye,
I was a good teacher, wasn't he?
that was indeed.
Well, we,
That was in Maybell, wasn't it?
That was down at Cross Hill.
Oh, that's Cross Hill, sorry. Yeah.
we all played football up there, and George Robertson was the main man. He was a good teacher.
Boys that head teacher. He was the head teacher in there, George Robertson. And see, in the winter time, his wife gave me the hot chocolate or something like that in the winter. And the school was mine. She went down there and she made the stuff for the playtime. That was in the winter time. But it didn't matter to us because we just stayed across the road. We just had to walk
I
across.
see you're still playing football then.
I was there last night, I can't walk it.
They're walking football.
Fourth
Did you play football, John?
No.
No.
John was back for.
We played football when we came out of school. It was dark. And then the pubs closed these days at 9 o'clock.
9?
And then the men came out the pub at 9 o'clock and they joined in. The seen there were maybe 18, 20 aside.
Up there? Oh, aye. You remember over there? That was a pepper back over there. Back in the hall.
Really?
The bowling green, didn't you? That was a pepper field.
Aye.
Well, aye.
Can you remember John Aye. That field out the back there for the bowling green, look out into the field, flat as a pancake, that was the first step of ground had.
Very good.
Aye.
Before the park, the official park.
And before that back down there. Aye. Oh, I can remember watching round there. Jake was saying, you know, the kind of older ones, they all played round there.
We played football in the park, and then in the winter we played in the road.
Oh, aye.
It was dark o'clock.
Again.
There's no cars then.
And the only one who said the ball at one time, it was your brother,
Ian.
Ian.
And then
And they used to watch Compact, and we were all playing football at night, and your dad came out and shouted, Mick, that's Compact going. Oh, away it went. We took the ball away.
Well, just on that, when Kirkmichael Hill I used to be a wee ball boy for Kirkmichael Hill, just remind me now. And we used to get the ball when the Kirkmichael amateurs were playing it, we went into the burn, they gave us a big long ball, and that was my job. But then he was going to 4 balls around in that day, so
Jumping for goalposts.
there was no goal, I used to throw stones to push the ball way out my reach. Then go further down the burn and we'd go and pick it up at night and play football with the rest of the week.
So there was a Kirkmichael amateur. So was that a famous?
Many years.
Oh, right.
1966 to win the amateur second division.
So we
They went up in the beat Cross Hill, Crosshouse.
picture I sent you.
There's some good news.
Sure that is it?
I don't know.
What?
That team, that's it, that picture that you. I forgot that team. There's nearly all boys who was on.
There is a, aye, there's,
Billy Mary.
I've got one in 1955, 56.
Billy Mary was a goalkeeper. Aye.
Sam Bucker.
Jimmy Coulter,
Jake, we were saying, was playing teams, eh?
Ian Tom.
Aye.
So that was the farmers round about these guys.
Billy McGowan was the right back. Duncan Watson was the left back.
Aye, that's what I hear.
See? Come to see.
McDuck played, no, did he not?
No.
Billy
Stanley
Coulter,
Bowen.
man, that Billy.
Aye,
Stayed up at the Gardens.
yeah.
He played in that team too.
Stan Bowen was the only one.
Stan Bowen, he was
He was
from
on he was from
That's
April.
right, Matt.
So it was a famous team.
It was a good team.
So what was the prize in those days then? Just the glory?
They played the Ayrshire League.
The West of Scotland Cup.
Scottish Cup.
Okay.
He used to take the coach to the away games.
Away games.
That's
Those
right.
boys.
You only paid some.
Well, the adults paid £50, 2 6, I think it was a shilling for the boys. I remember going to
Airdrie, when Danny
Aye.
Fisher broke his
Aye.
leg.
Whalewine were playing, that was in the team.
that was in a
Who
nice
was it?
And
nice
the team was
That's
place.
Whalewine.
flat. If we went and watched the Rangers against Airdrie somewhere,
He's went up,
that
he
day,
went up,
and Steve McCall, man.
and he struggles to travel up on the bus.
Do you remember we went to Bannockburn?
Remember that?
The
That was
Scottish
Ross.
Cup?
Yeah.
Aye.
And he's happy for Rangers. Canada for that.
But we went to watch Rangers against Motherwell.
And half of them we went up.
Airdrie, Airdrie.
His name is there.
How much is the drawing up the plastic? Just about half a mile away from Ireland.
His name rings there either.
No.
And half the bus went to watch Rangers. So very little way is left watching amateurs.
So what about, so the football, what about use of the hall here, in your youth? Was there much on the hall that you could attend to, or dances, or carpet bowls?
And yeah,
There was badminton upstairs.
Youth day, and youth club football for a wee while.
we went a trip every
We're
year.
supposed to be.
Sorry.
Aye.
Sorry, what was that, Hugh?
We went a trip youth club.
Oh,
We're older then.
I were older then.
Teenagers.
Getting 16, 17-year-old.
Where did you go? Where's your trips?
We went to lads one time, I can't that much.
That was when I was a boy. That was when I was a boy, we went to the track.
Aye, we went trips.
School trips.
But there was an amateur dramatic club.
were you?
We were big enough comedians with it.
Very true, yeah, we were all comedians.
There used to be dances.
Right. So what kind of, I mean, who had the dances then? Who ran the
Various
farm?
organisations.
Some days you find the managers.
There would be a whist drive,
There was always
whist drive followed by a dance,
Right. Okay.
which you're going to every midnight.
So that was where you met the loves of your life or something?
I wouldn't
No.
say that. No.
That was usually the webs up there.
I think we'll keep that in.
So, so that's we're talking about the words, but the hall then, say there were things going on in the hall.
Lots of
They
things.
used to have a Bible class in the hall. as well.
Really?
Aye, the Bible class.
Were you on it? Were you on it, Mark?
The Bible classes.
Were you on that, Mark?
Yes.
Were you?
I went to Sunday school.
Oh, I went to the
Sunday school.
It was sweet. It's-
That was good for telling jokes.
And they used to have they used to have a prize when you found something within the Bible, and they would give you a quote out of the Bible, and
Oh,
you had whoever was first to get it, you would win a prize on it.
my goodness.
No, we done it. No, we done it.
No,
Now you were all
so
there.
you're the only one.
You'll be collecting your pensions.
See, we up there.
So we were on the
You must have records of you saying it.
Sorry, you.
When you walk up to the church up there,
Aye.
right, and I was going to Sunday school, but the day before I was in because I was trying to cuddle a trout. And I kept on. No, they kept on just by the bridge, and I was doing the water. Hugh, come on, Sunday school, minutes to walk by. I said, sir, I need money to put. Come here, get up here. Give me thumbs or something, put it in the bonnet.
So you were catching a trip in the burn, you say?
I was trying to cuddle it.
Cuddle,
Got the boys, got the boys, got the cuddle.
cuddle, not cuddle. Cuddle,
Cuddle the trout.
We spent half our life in the bottom.
Aye. We did.
That was a swimming pool.
What, you didn't swim in the
I
diary?
was swimming to get it.
Swimming in the Captain.
And they can't turn up to the church.
Right, can you tell us about your swimming then?
Oh, the creamery.
Aye,
Oh, that's where we used to go.
Just that's the girlfriend then?
Yeah.
That's where we all
That's
went to swim.
where we learned.
Joe Blair as well, because he just threw the hand at
You know, it's sunk up the arm.
So you know, swam
Like John was
you
saying,
in the water, great, and then run home.
the church, John was saying, the church, up at the church up there, at the back of the church, the bum come down like that, and then he came down here, right? But that was a deep pool.
Ah, I
We used
see.
to swim in that bit.
So it was deep enough
And
to
there's a couple
swim
of
in?
anchors stream up there.
The creamery was deep.
And the
There's a couple of anchors stream up there. It's for the rock.
And why is it called the Covenantal School?
Stone there they used to preach the covenant.
Right, and you got stone
It's
wall.
got the army
There is an inscription on it.
Aye, there is.
There is a hole in it.
There's a bullet hole in it.
Bullet hole in it. But it's like a wee amphitheatre, like you could look down on it, it's still there.
Aye, still there.
Right.
But we used to go up on a Monday after the church,
Aye.
and mind they used to chop all the wee collection things out. There might be a front left in the to run down the bum.
The best one.
The minister had a great strawberry patch, and I was one of the folk that nipped the strawberries. And
And the apples, and the pears.
we went to the river,
The summer used
and
to
we would come back, give them free salmon and fruit.
After this, Jen.
Most Templeton, the policeman was standing waiting.
Sorry, I didn't get that. There's too many folks. What was you saying? The policeman
Right,
was
you tell me about
standing
The
there.
local policeman stayed next door here,
All right,
and he was waiting for us coming back.
from the
Free
strawberry
salmon and
patch.
sea fruit, and he came to the salmon off us.
Was that Tom Proudfoot? Was
We
that?
did the other night, John,
Oh,
when we
Templeton.
when we camped out the month, we came
Month.
right in the strawberry.
And the one,
He
We
get
used to
caught
come
in
in
the
the
net. Remember that? He get caught in the... All the rest of us run about the outsides.
Remember
To
we
get
used to
strawberry.
do
Jimmy and Jimmy, they said it.
Never,
Into the middle.
daylight, about 3:30 in the morning, we started going to the minister's garden.
That's right.
Strawberries, into
Jimmy was caught in the middle of the net.
tomatoes, stealing in there,
This is stealing
Aye.
strawberries, tomatoes, anything you can steal.
We can't accuse us. We borrowed them.
Well, I think he borrowed your trout. I don't think he put them back.
It was actually a character.
Which one, which
he's not going
one?
to make
Well,
it.
the policeman, right, Templeton.
My dad used to take us to the...
Well, hold on a minute, you, sorry, I'm Billy.
No, we're taking going to the football, used to go to Glasgow to the football.
Can they come to one story at a time?
Right, hold
Come
on a
to
minute.
you and then come to that story you're telling us, and you get picked up.
Right,
Yeah.
Jimmy,
You finish.
on you go.
You remember going to the football when Big Bob Templeton would sit in the front of the car? Well, it was my father's car.
A year.
And we always had a big Polish jacket on. And we went to Ibrox or Hampden and parked the car. This is away in the early 60s. Then we come back out, bumped in the coat half in the bonnet. My father's car was pushed out and flung out. Every bit a roadie came to it. It was a character, a man. And he used to drink in the pub with the boys at 10 o'clock. And he'd walk out at 10 and come in and flip about at 10 past 10. He got him, changed him in his uniform.
What were you saying to each other there? Because we didn't pick that one up. Oh,
When we don't
make the tent,
tent, see the one. It's kind of, if you're going up to Kirkmichael House, but come to next and down, you drive up.
Very now road.
The one, try that. If you're up this side, you look across, you'll see the one. And that's where we used to put tents up and all. My dad was a lorry driver. We need a big cart, with maybe and a rope. We tried to put a tree to there, and then we picked it down.
So
and that's your
And
tent.
then we just don't get a cover to it. And that was us.
They made fires.
And then made fires and made this and put ties in the fire. All this kind of stuff. And then we came up Friday night.
Your roof is all black.
And then we came up Friday night. The lasses for the village here, we go to the dance in the banner, either Friday night or Saturday night. And we came to get dropped off down here at the pub at 12 o'clock. So we couldn't walk. See the lasses.
No, I don't remember that.
I didn't chase them up the road. Oh Christ, oh.
you made use of the Kirkmichael woods then? I mean, you were able to go up with the woods. Not to go around Kirkmichael House.
Still everywhere.
You go in, but need ever see
No,
it.
you used to go up to Trenew to...
The cow, went to the cow, but I knew they used to be this one cow up there.
Oh.
I didn't even
We spend the day with cow.
What people was the
What was the big attraction of the coat? Where's the place to go?
You could get wheels with a bras, make a bogey.
That's the name,
Yeah.
When you die, you make a bogey.
You can make a bogey.
Make a bite.
And if you were a wee bit cleverer than the older boys, you used to collect the lemonade balls and bring them back down and sell them to Jimmy's. Jimmy's mother feathers for troubles.
My mother fell in the shop, in the travelling shop, and they used to jump out of the night and steal the bottle and then come in and say,
Oh, I got mine in the cow.
So Jimmy, what was it your parents had as a shop?
in the baker's shop and the travelling shop. And the travelling shop I used to do the air all the way out, straight and Grimple and Banner up to
Van. McGuire.
So that's where Marty went up there. He stays there.
Yeah, so what about your shop? Tell us a bit about your shop, Billy.
Oh, my father, he had the grocer's shop, just
So a few doors
Aye,
down.
so, well, it was mostly delivering round farms and things like that, kind of orders. They didn't have a travelling show, but it was always very busy at the time.
Your grandfather before him.
Aye, he had it before that.
So what did you sell? Everything?
Everything.
I mean, hardware, like
No,
hardware?
no hardware, no.
Just groceries.
Groceries.
Was that Kennedy?
Cigarettes.
That's Kenneth.
Affinities.
Just, don't forget comics.
Call me. Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
You didn't sell any drink? No.
No.
No alcohol?
No.
Cigarettes?
No. It was basically pubs then for the alcohol, it wasn't really the shops.
Yeah.
As far as that was.
So when did that shop close then?
No, wait now. The 90s.
The early 90s.
No, well, I think it was closed when we came, so I believe it was at the end of, the end of the 70s,
What is the
80s.
last shop to shut in the village, sorry?
Well,
McMurray's up there, that would be the last shop to close.
No, my brother's, well, I
You know, still, of course,
my sister was at it.
So 80s maybe,
I could be
it
80s.
must have been early 80s, I think so.
And what did McMurray's sell?
It was the road safety
Just the same
three
shop.
shops for
Called
stores.
And they all survived,
Yeah.
selling the same stuff?
Well, there was no supermarkets.
No.
No supermarkets.
You know, survived.
I mean, the likes of the home up there, it was a children's home. My mother and father supplied them with all the groceries and most of the stuff they bought. And it used to be a Tuesday night, you take the order up and then we'd play snooker.
That's what my mother was a cook up there.
Right.
Kirkmichael House, aye.
Yeah.
My mother was a cook up there.
Yeah,
20 or 30 years or something.
yeah,
Just up and you know what up there, up and down the drive, up and down the drive. So then,
And there was a post office as well,
but Jimmy said,
separate post
aye,
office.
there was a school up there. So we
That was
school.
Meekins, wasn't it?
Meekin,
No, what do you call them? They had this post office.
Murray.
Sorry for being here.
The post office.
That's the
The
one.
post office, originally, Straight Road, getting back the way.
Sorry,
The
John.
original post office was in Straighton Road,
Yeah,
just past Maguire's shop.
yeah.
Next door to
Two Miss Johnsons ran it, I doubt that. That's where I saved up for my engagement ring.
Wait, the savings book, was it?
I saved the stamps,
Really?
£5 a week.
Oh, good for you, planning well ahead.
And Joe worked in the butcher's
Aye,
shop up here, and the butcher's line that did all the
Uh-huh.
and it was busy.
That was
It
busy.
was a good beat.
But it was a supermarkets paid the
Oh,
others.
We used to do the one every Sunday morning.
Ah.
You and me, you got me one to the, going up to the road, bring it down and stock it, restock it, wash it, then you take it back up.
Was that the son of the one that used to have a cart? The butcher that used to have a cart?
No,
No.
that'd be Kelly's, Andy Kelly,
Oh, yeah.
and Peter Kelly. It was Charlie Reid both the
Charlie Reid,
So were you open what, 5 days, 6 days a week?
6 days a week.
6 days a week. There's the
The shop was 6.
So there would be a baker's, obviously the 3 grocery shops, and
The
post
car
office.
sales as
Post
well.
office.
The what?
You had a car sales in Kirkmichael as well.
Where?
Kirkmichael just stopped at the beginning to up to the
Back door,
David McKnight.
David McKnight, aye.
Oh,
There was a house now.
Before you got up to the church and the left hand
Just on
side.
the left-hand side there, yeah.
Oh,
And then he moved to my old, didn't he?
oh, car sales.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Across the police station, didn't he?
Yeah.
Aye, that's what we done there.
Just across the...
He stayed in the village, right?
Just aye.
So, so I know that some of you worked at the creamery. You were at the creamery for a good while, weren't you, John?
No,
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 me.
John.
my father was.
Oh, right, your father, that was it. Okay. So what do you work at before that then?
Me, that's at my time in the Butchers.
Oh, you were in the pictures? Okay, right. And you were at the creamery for a while then?
I was there for about 7 years. My school, I got offered an apprenticeship the same day I got offered a job up at the creamery.
Right.
And my wisdom, I decided I wasn't going to the apprenticeship. That was £2.19 and dropping, so we...
Oh, right.
So the creamery were over £4.19 and
Oh, that's a better bet. At one.
Been a very wise guy in the days, I took the creamery.
I was in the creamery.
You were the creamery.
I was in the creamery, aye.
Right.
When they put up, up at the creamery, they put in to make cream. They made cream, but it just condensed milk and then they put a cream plant in. And me and my pal, I went here and we were put into the cream plant to run the cream plant. What to learn it, but those guys came up from England to learn us how to do it, pasteurisation and all that. And then they made, and every day, lorry come in every day, 20 pallets in the back here, and away. Thick cream. I used to get into Marks and Spencer's shop and say, what is that?
And sell them some cream and they went back some cream. About one of the cheese and one of the butter.
Oh aye. Wee bit of cheese and wee bit of butter. But oh aye, we turned out some cream that. And
So quite a lot of
Jim
folk were-
Stevens was a minder, John Leaf was a minder, Jim Stevens there. And Jim Stevens came out one day and he says to me, I went up a wee, I says, what's wrong with it? And he came into his office, he says, I'm going to open up a chocolate. He's going to work for Roundtree Macintosh. And Roundtree Macintosh doing grants and built a brand new factory. He said, you're coming with me, and all of you coming with me then. Because but somebody, when you're doing there, they couldn't do it. They didn't learn, but we came out to do it. It was just milking you. Up in the community, just that, we placed the back in the shoe and this, after that woman there, came into the shoe, but down there, I was going to rent this hall. When I've been doing to the
Still is.
Aye, Jimmy Stallboy was going, it was a great job for me, stunning, brilliant job. It was shut for that, but it was good.
Did you work in the shop then?
No.
Sorry.
I used to work. And we'll get company because every year the thing you do to York for a week, stayed in the hotel, got a car, I had a car. Then there's only four years regular time, you could do, then another 4 we do, another 4 we do, and then we'd play at the same next year.
I remember going down and Jim showing us round that factory.
Oh, did you do and see it,
Oh, and he showed us the beans without
Cocoa
sugar.
beans?
Without sugar.
Oh, right.
You know, like, you're looking at these and tasting them and spitting them out because they're not nice.
They used to bring the beans in to the creamery, down at Given, but they stoked it, and they come in and tanker for them.
Still a little bit.
By John,
I mean, a tanker, yes.
the tanker come in to do, and they just put a pipe in, connect all up.
So when did that creamery close in, remind me?
Creamery? Oh, there isn't something. That was a week.
It's not that, it's not, I mean, it's not sport.
Yeah,
Since
yeah,
we
no,
came,
yeah.
so 80s?
Oh, was
80s,
it the early 70s?
something like that.
Honestly,
I'm just trying to remember.
I went to Slough in 78, not Slough in 78, so it's still going in. The early 80s, I think.
It's a time of change, isn't it, a bit?
Well, we organised, you, me and Alistair Finney organised the first creamery reunion.
Aye.
10 years after it was, I think it was 81, around about 81.
I think you won exactly that.
Eh?
It is 81.
Aye, I think it was
So just
So you organised a reunion then?
We organised, well, there was, the reason why I organised it, there was a woman that really took a shine to me. She was
Another one, eh?
no, she was a mother figure. And she was a lovely, lovely woman. Maggie McBride was her name. And I'd never seen Maggie McBride for daily. I hadn't seen Maggie in 9-10 years. And I always wanted to meet Maggie again because she took me under her wing and all that, and she really looked after me. And so I came up with the idea that we'll organise a reunion, and it was organised purely so I could see Magda McBride again. And right, it was a success with 110 people upstairs. 110.
Really?
110.
So you had all these former employees and
Former
friends?
employees, everyone,
Right,
manager
very
down there. Yeah, former manager down there. It was great. We managed to hold. We had 2 before John Lee threw the dummy out the pram.
Go on, tell us.
Well, he was the manager.
I knew he was the manager.
And when we were going to have one, he says, well, if I'm not doing him speaking, I won't be there.
Oh, I see.
So
Right,
for me,
okay.
that was the last one.
Right.
Well, we're not going to get out to that.
Right, okay. Well, so there's a big connection then with the creamery, you know,
I mean, it was
employees.
There's loads of folks.
it was over 100, employed over 100.
That's big, that's big.
Yeah, it was good.
And there was the local farms, of course, that give the milk then.
Yeah.
It was a good place to put the creamery. So
It was a family place.
My wife worked there.
I came with one,
I worked in the office.
it was a good place to work.
Yeah, very good.
And then we held a dance every year.
Yeah.
Where's the one we went to Depression? Around about my
Towns.
towns.
Right, so they had social life as well.
Yeah.
So there was a social life connected with the creamery, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, it was indeed.
Right, very
It
good.
was a friendly place.
Where did the rest of you work? Where did you 2 work?
Well, I worked for about 3 months at home and then went to the quarry at Mayo.
No, did you?
We used to have a big quarry at Mayo on the right hand side.
Sheep
Sheep Park, the Hyslop quarry.
And
And that was where most of the stone came out of to put the extension to Abbotsford Airport. Way back in the 60s.
King Brothers.
King and Company.
Where is that? Sorry, interrupt you. Where is that quarry? Where
On
was
the
it?
right hand side before you get to, see when you go down the dip, making for Mayo, by Wilbar's house,
Right,
and
okay.
then you go round the corner and there's a dip.
Where it's usually flooded.
A wee bridge in there on the right hand side.
And towards the farm.
That was one of the biggest.
Past the
That's
farm.
the bit that used to be flooded.
See where the farm is?
Castle.
Where the farm is now,
Right.
we took half of that field away there. That used to be a mound.
I see,
And
so
then
that's nice.
when you go down, making for Bilbar's house, on the right hand side and the left hand side, we took that away and all. And then we came, I was still there, to Fairy Now. You remember Fairy Now? Fairy Now was a big mound, like twice the size of what the one was. And we built the road opposite Auchinlearney, down across the bridge and took all the stone out of there.
Right, because that was a kind of shortcut into the Kirkmichael House, wasn't it, that back way from walking there in the end?
That was originally, but the Green Bridge has gone away with it. We put a new bridge
The
in.
Green Bridge away now.
It's still, I think, a bit left.
That
Bridge. Well, we
Yeah,
took
it's
it,
still there, the wee pillars are right across the church.
but we took that all away.
Right.
And so Davy Walker was the farmer,
Yeah.
he paid the royalties.
Oh, did
And
they?
the royalties was, he would so much. And every day we'd come down and check, or every 2 days. And Wally Island was the manager, but we'd tell, when he drew in, Wally would say to me, you go behind these scales. And I had a certificate. But the lorries would come on at 16 tonne. I knew where to press the scale, and it was 16 tonne. And Mr. Price would ride on Davy Walker. And always with money. Oh, that's spot on. But he didn't know I was standing behind the scales. And there was 18 or 19 tonnes, so that was 2 tonne. He never brought a royalty. When his sons found out,
Better not tell them that.
when his sons, when his sons found out, they weren't happy.
So what did you do?
I served my time as an electrician. We were from Manea, and then I was 21 years with Presswood Circuits at Moss Hill, and then before I retired I was 7 years with electric installations in Mayo.
You 7 years there?
No, 6.5.
away the far end. The boats goes for boats.
That's what the car sales used to be.
That's it.
But nice boats.
So That was right.
So you didn't follow on the footsteps of the grocer's shop? No.
no.
Talking about the quarry, well, when we were teenagers, young men, we used to go to Maybole Friday, Saturday night.
Pretty fun.
Aye, to dance and whatever. And then, well, there wasn't any buses, obviously, so we always used to all walk home. We'd maybe be 6, 7, 8 years, but you'd get split up. If you got a girl, you know. Anyway, never. We'd walk out the road, and there wasn't a lot of cars in the days.
No, you're right, there wasn't.
You could,
No.
a car coming, somewhere left. Anyway, I remember one night in particular, and it was a bright starry night. I was walking and just at the quarry, at King's Quarry, I could hear footsteps behind me in the road, and I'm saying, oh, here's some police coming. So remember it was a stone dyke. So I just nipped out of the stone dyke, and I was sitting up, and there was your brother. There was a song going by, and I goes, oh! And he a good run. He was the fastest runner ever, that's all. And I'm shouting, back! Just kept going, another song again. So I was looking for company to walk out the road.
If you wanted to see the pictures in there, you had to wait and get the bus to Maybole because the last bus left at 9:30 for Kirkmichael. But we get the 10 o'clock bus back and we used to walk out from Maybole by the quarry, you and Mick, and as soon as we hit the darkness, you two took off.
Aye.
But we come in,
Remember you used to walk across the field?
Aye.
Because he gave me a walking away, mate. I went to the back here. Yeah, what's it?
when we come back into the village, at the bottom down there was always a highlight of the night, was Joke, Stowder Joke, standing waiting as all, the Kip Beadle.
Alright.
And used to be lying on the pavement, and I kept,
Aye, me and David.
and we just had walked a
See,
whole
we
run
found
of
them with Joe, the Kip Beadle now. We used to do any steely strawberries. One night we
There's apples, no strawberries.
He was lying in the broom, the blood of the day.
I was still really earlier on.
Because that was
Because we got an anti-jeans.
we were out there.
Aye, right, he came out.
And it's yours as it goes to you.
He was lying in a boat.
I got somebody, wasn't it? We should stand there, wasn't
I'll break every bone in your body.
Oh Christ, aye.
So was he acting as a policeman, was he?
No.
No, he's just...
He's just very protective of his apples and pears.
You can understand that.
That was his place.
I decided to test him one day. I thought,
The job, the
supposed to be
carpet.
sneaking in the back way.
Ah,
I'm not, just I'll come to you in a minute. What was you saying? You
He
test them?
decided I'd test your could. I'd rather go round the back way and sneak in the field in the back way. There used to be a wee hole in the fence about this little bit. Anyway, this time I thought I'd be brave and I'd go in the front decks and I just walked in on us here, and not your escape, me and my wee mate. But as I walked round the corner, he appeared out of nowhere and he caught me with a struck to the neck, right you wee so and so. And quick as a flash I said, have you got a plunger, Joe? My mother's brain's blood. And he held me for about 5 seconds, like my feet weren't even touching the ground, he just held me there. That was bloody quick thinking.
What age were you then?
I must have been about 10 or somewhere around that.
That was quick thing.
No, I certainly
What
was.
were you saying there? No, you were talking at the same time, just trying to get your story in as well.
I don't know.
I forgive you.
But did you finish out your story? Because you were saying about coming back for the pictures. And
they killed me that day. As soon as we hit the darkness, the two of the biggest boys were away.
right.
Oh, you only fear, Johnny.
When
So
we
you had
come
to go
back
in
into the village, when you come into the village, you see Sounder Joke was standing, but the yew tree was in there. But we used to hide in that yew tree, in the middle of it. And then when the farmers came, we used to go and stick potatoes in the exhaust of the cars. But eventually managed to start them up. The potatoes went away up the road about 40. And some nights, the Jake Thompson would come to his car.
Oh, I remember that then.
With Terry,
So you lifted it and turned
we
it
tucked it round about and Jake would come out. We were all in the tree hiding.
He used to come down from a second farm, he'd come down there and he would turn round about and we'd face the car, heading back towards. So he'd run about the car and we bounced it round about, faced it back up the hill, turned it round about. It was a wee bit bewildered when he came out of the scene, the car facing up so way.
I think I heard,
the pub.
When he came out the pub,
I think I heard you tell me before about the tree in Hayden and the tree was near the pub.
I always remember the old Finny McCosh, old Finny. Finley, no Finny, Finny was the mother, Finny McCosh. He would come out in the afternoon and if we'd seen him, he was in the pub, myself and a couple of the younger boys, we would hide in it. And when he came out, we said, Finley. And he would look round about and could you see him? He'd never, Finley. And he spent about 10 minutes going, we're in the side of the street, killing ourselves laughing. But because he was drunk now, he just couldn't find us and couldn't make out where we were shouting from. It was fancy.
In the rail.
Eh?
In the rail. I've subbed into the rail.
He
Somebody left a gate open.
Some man.
So you're saying about the pub then, well, so, I mean, the two pubs, I mean, you're well, I mean, I know there was a Clonkidd Arms years and years ago, but, so, but that's, but certainly the McClure and the Kirkmichael Arms were the two main ones then.
Tap pub and the bottom pub.
So the top and the bottom, that's the top and that's the bottom.
When's
So-
the tap shut?
Two barmen, John, me, tap pub.
Yes.
When did that shut? Yeah.
So you're a barman as well then?
We were the barman up there.
Well,
He was a tree.
any,
Jimmy's right for that first day.
The barman worked there, both of them.
what about any interesting characters and
The whole guy.
was that all characters?
That's what I was just saying about that picture there, was it?
Colbeck.
McKee one. McKee and Big Dog McCutcheon.
But the folk that went to the McClure weren't the same as the ones that went to the
Back and
Oh,
forth.
there were a few. So you did both, did you?
Well, the serious drinkers were drunk with that.
You tell me who that.
Well, have a look at that photo. So anyway, back to the McClure then, because I thought the McClure was more the hunting, shooting, fishing brigade up, but the McClure was
It was latterly.
maybe.
That's Andy Gabby.
The minister always had a seat in Colin.
This is which minister then?
John's.
John's, all right.
He'll want a seat in Colin no a seat in
Oh, I went
Right. Okay, who have you found in the photos then?
I'm fighting the route to John's.
Who's in that photo then?
No me anyway. Jimmy will be the joke.
Yeah, John,
Can you see it?
That's Alec McKee, that must have been maybe by his 90th birthday, I would reckon.
yeah. So he went to, that's the top pub.
Aye.
And
He used to have his own seat.
who is
next
he?
to the fire.
He to know the minister's seat.
See,
That was the
that's right.
minister's seat.
Jesus, God,
Johnson's.
Mr. Johnson.
Johnson. George Johnson.
So who was Alec McKee?
Ah,
He stayed up in the village.
I
It's like the house I was born
What
in.
did
Where John was
you do?
born.
What was?
Cheeky guy.
He was a retired farmer.
Hold on a minute, you. Sorry.
He was a retired farmer.
Oh, right, he's a farmer, right?
He
Okay.
was your granny's brother.
That's right.
So you would have relations, and did you have relations?
I was related to his day.
Oh, right.
Hey, listen. Everybody's related.
They're all farm related.
The whole village related. So,
We'll not go there.
anyway, so back to the McClure. Any other characters then?
McClure and I, the two, see, there was a pub there, this is the only pub, and there was two barmen in it. 1, 2.
Nancy Maiden in the pub and I was a boy.
Aye, that's right. That's
And Miss
right.
Summerville worked.
Right, aye.
And Rena, she was but she was in the race, she very few race.
She made you feed the milk.
Rena Lockerbie,
Aye.
Mrs. Lockerbie she was.
She finished up staying above Marston Spencer's.
That's right.
She bought a farm in there.
What about the Kirkmichael Arms? I remember Mrs. Rue, but who was before that?
Well, the original was David McGowan.
David
Aye,
McGowan.
he was the original. He was the fellow.
Was it the end before David Turnbull?
Who was in the Kirkmichael Arms?
David Turnbull.
If you could just put it in silent, that
Call
would be
you
great.
back.
If you're any of this, you have phones on, it would be great if you could pop them in silent.
Aye, David Dunbar, aye.
He had it, and Marjorie was his wife. And then after that it was,
You talking about the movie?
After David Turnbull, it was Wilson Monroe.
Walter Monroe, and
And then
then
it
it was
was George.
George, whatever his name.
Oh, aye, he was always out the phone box, wasn't
He
he?
was the one that got caught.
Got high in the phone box.
Aye.
Doing what in the phone box?
He watched, it's a phone box, he watched for a woman walking down the street, and then he would phone,
The
the
phone
local
box.
phone, and the woman would get an answer, and he would ask them what colour their underwear was and all.
Oh,
Based on didn't wear any. He was a wee bit upset about that because it was the colours he liked.
And then Hugh Gilman, how did Hugh go in?
Aye, Hugh was in.
Hugh would be in. David Turnbull, Hugh Gilman, Wilson Monroe. And
And
then,
then George.
then George.
So, I mean, as, well, what was the age of going in, well, officially, what was the age of getting to the pub then? Was it?
You can say it.
18? 18, right.
I used to go to Chris Hill.
We went
Was Cross Hill a better bet then, was it?
Aye, we get it at 15 there. No. Very good.
You could walk down the river.
The brig end.
We could walk down the river to the brig end.
Aye.
I might have been in that.
Alright, the brig end.
Well, we were 15 when I was in that.
They had 2 wee rooms at the back, one with a dartboard and one with dominoes. We used to slip in there, and the older member, whoever was there, went to the wee hatch and ordered a drink.
So, were the licensing laws in terms of the village a wee bit kind of easier than they are today because people
Well,
don't bother too much?
The thing about staying here and going into the pubs here, everybody knew you. But if we went to Cross Hill,
They wouldn't know you.
Right.
So they didn't know.
Okay.
I get into Kirkmichael Arms when Big QA, Ian Grant and wee Jim Blaine, 2 friends wanted me to ask the fella Turnbull if he could bring me Matt in because he's played darts. And he says, no, he's not 18, which he was right enough, it wasn't it? So it was coming up to my 17th birthday, my asked a Floyd to say to Davey, wee Matt's birthday's coming up in July.
Which was
He says he'll be asked to get in then. So he let me in on the day of my birthday and I gave him my first pint. I was only 17. And he gave us 3 months later, we were involved in a bad road accident. And the police came out and told him, by the way, did you know wee Matt's only 17? So I got banned for the pub before I was actually 18. That was the one and only time I've ever been banned. Back when you're 18.
So you were telling me about things you used to hold for and so on. Well, the village, so you had to actually leave the village, to go to the pictures you were saying. So you were at that age of where you didn't have to leave the village wasn't providing enough entertainment.
when we were kids, you just entertained.
I ain't
When I was, I don't know, school age, primary school age, there was only 2 people had TVs in the village.
Right.
It was Mr. Dees at Port Cheek and up next to you, Mrs. Dunnicky.
That's the time. And you know, did you know your knee in for some Thompson?
Who?
You know,
Mine and you, your mother and you.
Ah,
We get here.
I didn't watch
Neither ways there was only that's only 2 TVs.
So the TV,
Well, we used to like at 5 o'clock, we'd maybe be 10 a dozen days would go, say to Port Cheek, so we see children's hour,
Okay.
Lone Ranger or something. Cisco Kid for the school, maybe 5 and 6.
12 inch
screen.
the wee box.
They were sitting on the floor, just like we here to Martin. And then the old couple next to you, Dunnicky's there. So it was either one or the other we would go to watch TV.
And then we got a colour television.
Oh.
Because we get the paper after the Lucasade. Remember the Lucasade book? Used to string it
The yellow
across
paper.
the yellow paper. And it actually highlighted the colours in black and white. It was the colour, but it
I know what you mean.
That was
I know what
nice.
you mean. Yeah. That's a good idea.
I
that was a while ago. But
So
you know,
We've been called bears nowadays because we're peeking in the windows to see what was on the telly.
they PlayStations and everything.
Yeah, so the TV was starting then.
Make it rain entertainment.
Going up the woods or whatever. Or going at the weekend then you were going to Maple or Ayr or something like that, I suppose.
Well, we went to the ice rink. The
Oh,
ice
right,
rink
of course.
the old ice rink in there.
Right,
One of the biggest
You there?
rinks in Scotland.
Is that the one where Asda, Matalan went in?
Well, it was safe.
Sports direct.
Yeah, down at the bottom of the town.
Yeah.
Jimmy could skate,
Oh,
like they she could skate.
Alright.
I remember playing
Skating too.
ice hockey in the Loch in '63.
Oh, they
At the bottom end of the Loch, it must have been 6 weeks.
was frozen.
The farmers all played
Colin.
I played a lunch field at John Kennedy.
Right, and so that's,
paid up there.
so that's the loch in Kirkmichael House grounds.
Aye.
So that was frozen then and you
It
could
was for about
use.
6 weeks.
And 6
Because
weeks
I
old.
remember we all went to play ice hockey at Blair.
They are doing along the main road.
Oh,
We
yes.
used to skate at the minister's, where the minister's house is now,
Oh, yeah.
next to the manse, and there was a bit along the Direct Road, was there a bit in there and all?
I know was there, I used to, I freeze out used
The
to.
big oven.
Aye, I used to freeze.
That's where we all
63 was
learned
that,
to skate.
63 was that the year that when the direct froze they all went down the burn
Aye.
and joined the Girvan,
Aye.
like a back up, Billy Hamilton, I was there.
What was that, sorry?
In 63 the heavy, well it was a snow as well, but it was heavy frost
Yes.
Heavy
for
frost.
weeks and weeks and the direct froze over. So we all went down the direct and joined down to the River Girvan, so a mile further down and came back up and came out at
Were
McCosh.
you really walking the
Came
ice?
up walking the ice most of the way, most of the night.
And the salmon, you could see the salmon.
Aye, remember it.
But there used to be salmon in
The
the
direct
bottom
one.
here.
Yeah.
Aye.
The dog's stories used to be salmon and secret.
It's the first time ever I thought I could outrun a salmon when I was 9.
You didn't do any fishing then, no? Well, unofficially or officially. And
Oh, I used to do a bit of fishing.
Everybody
Fishing.
Yeah, in the summertime we fished at Drumore Loch.
Drumore Loch,
For
yeah.
pike.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who was the guy in his house came into Kirkmichael House? The Paul, was he a Paul?
Stacky watch.
Aye, he went to
Aye.
Take the
Right.
bike, yeah.
bite in the bears.
And who was having doing the raw joke? He always wanted to bite the bears. He stayed down about Billy Thompson stays. Finding the bears were all full of veins, but he would eat.
Aye. Oh,
Well, we used
I can't remember.
to catch perch and then cut them up for bait, for pike,
Aye.
and then you get pike,
the name is
That's right,
and then just leave them lying in the seagulls in.
I don't believe it, but I was doing it again last week for the first time in about 40 years. I went up to the Norway.
Did
I took one of the guys out.
Is there anything in it?
Aye.
Did he take him
There
out?
are quite a few fish.
The boy he take.
I mean,
We got five, we got
They
five
looked at
pike.
the pike and I routed it
All
one
the
time.
pikes are in the big pike.
Trout,
Always
Pike and perches, full of them are.
Aye.
So there's still fish in Drumore Loch.
And by more walk we get Roy out to make a land there. I took him up onto the loch there and asked Grant for permission we got up. And he was delighted to catch perch, but the first perch he caught was a thing about this size. Moisties. But then we caught
Right.
5 pike. We caught quite a few perch and 5 pike. And the biggest one was about £9.
still fish at the far end.
Aye, that's
sandbar.
remember the wee island that was in the middle, John?
That's
That's
a
now in the far corner.
Really?
It's moved for the middle of the long
That was
right in the
you,
far
that
corner.
No.
So the only bit we can fish now is the sandbank that we used to fish years ago. That's the only bit that's fishing in
So it's all
It's all grown in now.
We all growing up on either your father's fishing road or your pal's fishing road, but the two boy lines and only one fishing road between them.
Rhona and Alice.
Fella boy, man.
The fellow boy lines.
Aye.
But when the two boys were up, the younger age, Malcolm and Fergus, they had their spinning rule at us. So Erin would walk away up the field with the bait and hug onto it, and I would say, right, and let it go. 9 times out of 10, he'd hit his stomach back and he'd win.
One of them was fighting the worms, they wouldn't put the worm on the bait on, and the other one was didn't like handling fish. So it was a comedy between the two of them.
That wasn't a job for them. So what do you think of some of the big changes that you've seen in the village in the last, probably 15 years?
Changes.
I mean, just your personal notions. I know some of you have moved away, but I mean, you still have got contact with the village, and you know.
I think the big change at the start when we went down the tomato houses.
No, really. That's when their houses were built.
Started to build.
So-
Sam Mother Queen first name was Glasgow.
He was the left
And then Hugh Hall.
Hugh Hall,
Change.
then the bill at Spam Valley.
The Mother's Billet.
Across the Long Valley.
The houses at Hyslop. They were right there, Spam Valley. He always was one of them came for digital voting, and he was always saying that it was spam.
Is that what they were called? Spam Valley? Alright. Yeah. Well, I always wondered where Port Cheek came from, but it was the name of the farm, of course. So those
My
are
great grandfather was in Portsea.
your great grandfather. What? Not the club. Is that the club egg you're saying?
No, at Portsea Farm.
Oh, in the
My father was
farm,
born in
right?
Portsea Farm.
Right. So this was Eagles. This was all these Eagles.
The aunties.
So many sisters and brothers and you then?
Me?
Ah.
No, me.
No, I mean your parents. Aye.
That's
You lot
the
sisters.
6 April sisters and my sister's wedding in
Right.
1966 in Belial.
Belial.
That's the 6th surviving sister then.
Uh-huh.
There was another in Alec McKee's wife, Jean. She died, didn't she, in a car crash.
So you're the contact with Port Cheek. Any rescue farming connections then? No, not really.
We all used to work in the farm.
Aye.
Young work in the farm.
I worked at the same Jeep Danson's firm, Bill Stan's firm.
Who did the Port
And then
Cheek?
I left there, I was only there for about 6 or 7 months.
Alex, there's
John
Dee.
Dee. It was mine when they terminated.
Alright,
And
and then-
he's
Finlay, you're talking about Finlay McGowan.
Aye.
Finlay used to recite, if you're looking for strawberries, now's your chance. They're pooing like buggery down by the man's. The place that is owned by a man called Strictee, and he's bugging about like a boo-ass tree.
I'll need to get.
That's Finlay.
I'll need to get a copy of that.
Did they say, you're truly that bristle? Every engine has a bristle.
I'll need to get a copy of that poem. Whose was that? Sorry.
Finland.
Oh, I found it gone.
It was a great
It was
farm.
just across the road there.
Aye.
The strength there.
Only Rangers, man.
Lots of McGowan name was quite common.
Aye, a lot of McGowan.
Lot of McGowans in the village. So the farm connection, I've mentioned that. Is there anything particular? We're talking about the changes. So you mentioned yours. Any other? You're living out in the highlights of Maybole now. So how do you see the village now, or what changes do you notice?
The only thing is the new houses, that's one of the more changes.
Well, it's like everywhere else. The local shops all closed.
Aye,
There's
yeah.
many, well, there's one in this
The
place here.
supermarkets have taken shit like that.
Changes.
And what about, I mean, you still have to make the contact with others. Obviously, your family's still travelling, or your family's, some of them are in the village and some of them are.
Well, Mark's here.
Right.
My daughter Middlesbrough, son in Maybole.
And my son and daughter-in-law stay up Windy Hill.
Yeah, that's right. They've got
They've got a kennel.
they've got kennels. That's your son, is it?
Aye,
Right. Okay, so that's kind of come full circle.
that's right,
In
yeah.
a way.
That's
yes.
That was Dallas McGowan's.
That's
And
right.
in the
With the used to sweep the chimneys with him.
I used to sleep.
I swept the chimneys with us for one
Did
for.
you?
And
So
Alec
Dallas
was
McCoy
on.
was
And
a
Alec
chimney
was
sweep.
on.
I did side up there, we get to Maybole to here, and there's waters on.
I didn't know that Dallas McCoy was a chimney sweep.
Oh, God, he was a chimney
It's
sweep.
like you doing the chimney.
And then, we see if you're doing just see if you're doing together the river here, and then you touch through the rail at the brig there. And we get along there, and she says, well, the other day, she's totally 3 5, 4 5, just on the right hand side. They were all apartments. Jesus Christ. And then we got like,
You never went up that height in your life.
aye, they did it. Christ almighty, they did it. So it's 6. No,
You got the trees for cross eggs.
no, I didn't.
And he said, "We both not shake cats."
Mick did them. Mick did them.
We all used to collect eggs, we all had egg collection. I lived in the eggs.
Really?
Aye.
For my loyal life in countryside.
The jackets.
Sorry.
The jackets.
But Joe would
Jenny's-
come down, he would come down the tree, or be at a tree, and he'd say, "You want an egg shampoo?" And he'd say, "You're only a wee boy." Aye. 2 eggs in the head. And you couldn't run home to say to your mother and father, because
No, because you weren't allowed
they would have
to
kicked her ass with running home.
collecting eggs. So,
You had to go to the burn and wash your hair. We spent our life in the burn anyhow.
Now you were saying that it's interesting that the direct burn has been, the Gervin has been your focus.
There's nothing else there.
Aye.
You get your father's landing there and a hazel stick, and if you had a bit of electrical wire, you went gardening and you spent the day. And then we had Clive Cairncross, who was staying across the road here. His father was a lawyer, and he was at Gordonston with Prince Charles
Really?
in May days. And he ended up a cook or a chef in the Glenburn to start with Rossi, QE2, Skibo Castle. But he used to cook us trout, right down at the metal bridge. And he used to use caps and cigarette paper.
Yes.
It was like Alcan. But he used to cook the trout and that with wild garlic and everything in it.
Oh
And
my, posh.
That's posh.
Aye.
But he could
Couldn't
cook.
be the best way to make up, boys. Big Hugh used to threaten Jimmy with a shop. Bring cream with you because we're going for strawberries tonight. Jimmy had to bring cream with him. Like a young battle.
Hammy used to steal the fags with your face.
Sounds like you ate well and smoked well, didn't you?
We lived off the land.
Do you remember you used to say to Rab, "Hope you didn't steal anything from my dad's shop." No. We're sitting up.
Small.
And the lights of bonfire night, we made a bonfire here in Kirkmichael. I think it went for 6 weeks.
I went for 5 weeks,
5 or 6 weeks.
That was
We kept it going.
First bonfire was over there.
Aye, all there.
Aye,
But then when we
Aye,
started all there,
and
we'd keep it, we'd come home for the school at night in the bus, and the straight boys would be saying, "Oh, that fire's still going." Next morning it was stopped again.
It was due to a guy, Eric Blaine. Eric Blaine brought him a gill lorry home and he had a load of felt on it. And he put it onto a bonfire and we collected the bonfire. The bonfire was about 5, 6 feet high. And then he put this felt on it and brought it down to about 2 feet. So we weren't too happy with that. It was collected like mad and built it back up again. But the felt burnt for weeks and weeks after it.
All the illegal stuff, you
It burnt for
There's a
weeks
tease
after.
or something. All the things you're not supposed to put on there.
Quick as you can get home and get 2 tatties and down to the fire. Into the fire. We
You
don't sit there.
remember you used to make the garden huts in the Glen?
Aye, I put it written down.
Nick, what's John?
Gun huts.
Gun.
Where the swings are.
We took it all out.
Used to look well there.
There was a wee wooded area behind that, it's
Uh-huh.
flattened out now.
Yeah.
There was trees and we used to dig out
Aye.
like gang huts
There
there
were 3 in there.
and then cover them with corrugated iron, then turf. And then you tin the hole at the front and maybe 6, 7, 8 years in there.
And we would
And
have fired.
the fire and the chimney coming. If you were late coming and you heard someone in the wind, you just lifted a turf and put it across the chimney of the fire. They were all coming out.
It was amazing, we used to sit in the gang and thought nobody could hear us, what about getting the parents were standing on the side, listening to what we said.
And then after we were finished that, we used to play Ding Dong Scoosh.
We found out about Ding Dong Scoosh. I never heard that. Yes.
Where the gang got was, the bikes racing round the crescent, right? And I can always remember it was Army. The lamppost was up here, this is the gang on the lamppost, and racing round. Army come down, lamppost sitting here, and here was a curb. Army got the curb. Straight over and said, no, that's the gang got me straight over. So he did.
Tell us about Ding Dong Scoosh.
Can't go and run away.
Shut the door as hard as you could and run away as hard as you could. And if you run
Your
off,
father-in-law
was standing behind the door.
was a favourite. But Jimmy's, you're always chasing.
Always chasing.
It's been your backside of it. One night it was my turn, we took it in turn. There was 2 or 3 doors that you had to be quite careful when you were chatting and don't run away. And this time it was Jimmy, and it was big open space walking up the door. So yeah, car park goes there, shuts the door, and Jimmy was standing behind the door waiting on it, and he grabbed me, quick as a flash, is Jim coming out to play? And I said, again, my feet never my feet up. I was bloody quick thinking, boys, you know, Jim coming out to play, once we didn't apply.
I think you've got a history of that then.
I know. Must be a week for that.
I mean, they used to chase us all around the woods, some of the folk, didn't they?
Oh, great,
Alan Grant used to chase us through.
So he went, because he chapped his door.
There was a
You run.
Aye, so
And then you come out and you're not out and then he's walking, he's still walking in the crescent. He's doing
2 hours later,
Aye, 2
we
hours
spent
later.
left
He's
the
still
door
to
fine.
find.
And then we get treated, we don't get treated one time with a
Slip the pin, slip the pin into the windowsill, then you get the button started in and then put the thread in it, it clicked
Rattle the window.
and then you come out back to the air, keep the line flat against
I don't think we'll tell anybody about these things because it starts them up like this.
So it was entertainment.
Do you think the kids around here today do the same?
No. They've all got bloody cars and motorbikes and bikes.
the Xboxes.
We didn't have any of that. None. We made Lorraine entertainment. Bear slums joke.
What I've still got up here.
Have you seen?
What? Better what?
Caterpillars.
Oh, it's not
We just cut them up at trees like that and then the rubber on them.
right. Okay.
And I laid out your shoe.
Come out your shoe.
Your shoe.
They don't need your shoe. Made a home each side.
With a local poacher in the village called Ivy Wilson. I could never, my mother and I, our family had never had anything. And what the boys said, they're in slums, boat slums. Ivy says, where's your slums boy? He says, don't have any, my mum can't afford any. You come round to my house tomorrow night. He says, I'll have a set of slums for you. So I went round to his sister, the mother and head guy, his sister next night. Right, try them boy. See that light across the road there? They put a steel here, 3 steel. He says, try and see if you can hit that
A
light.
ball
I did that.
beam. A ball beam.
And ball beam, and I done that, I fired it. Well, not only did I hit it, but I went up into it and short circuit the hail of the crescent. He got me by the scruff of the neck and he put me in there. Right, now you shut your wee face and don't be telling anything about this. Right, you I've never seen this once again. That was it. Somebody was a
Boats and that.
Oh, really?
He gets slums with it.
Fish.
Fish.
He used to
Rabbits.
He used to have, if you do everything, but he used to have the salmon, when you go to day 5 or 6 salmon, they'll come up rhubarb leaves, when they put them in the bath, and the rhubarb leaves kept them fresh, still kept the colour before he
The lady cut his jacket, he put 2 salmon in there.
I did that.
They kept ferrets in the open drawer on the sideboard in the living room. The sawdust. We were 2 doors down from him.
Aye.
And I was sure, and he said, there's a ferret, must be one of the Ivies. So we jumped to do it. And Jerry came and she says, "Aye, me and Jerry." Aye, I said, "Right." And he's fair, it's going up your garden.
Did he come out?
I came out.
Which house was it I stayed in?
Most of it.
Most of
Most
it.
out there, isn't it?
If you go for that way, it's just come in the case.
He was notorious for his poaching.
Oh,
Him and Jimmy Hose.
Did I do what?
He was a grave digger.
Was he?
Graves got to say that, aye.
He dug the graves with Hugh Dugan because how? Remember Hugh Dugan?
I remember that, yeah.
I'm sure they're into the cat to get a communion wine when they're digging grave. They're letting blood up the tube.
The Turks would be in a grave digger.
Then we Wally take out from him.
I only boy. Mine he used to put his thumb.
And he's double jointed.
Double jointed.
And put his thumb back like that right in here. Like this he could drink it all.
Because they're in a
Oh,
killed him. And down.
oh, aye.
Serious.
33-year-old when he died.
You think he covered that?
That's what he got.
It didn't food, there was a bottle of lemonade in the middle of the night and there was a bottle of vodka or something.
See that night, came my hand that night. But the pool team down in Kirkmichael Hill, I got broken, I cracked my jaw at the football on the Saturday, so I wasn't drinking on Monday night. But we went and won the league. So it was a big thing for the local boys, we won the pool league for East Ayrshire, were they invited into their league. And wee Billy and I can pick the team then, mainly Billy. But I couldn't have a drink that night because I was on painkillers for my jaw. And I says, I'll come down tomorrow night, I'll stay off the painkillers and we'll have a drink tomorrow night. And he says, what the hell with that, I'm celebrating the night. And he went home the ball and whiskey and drank it. Next morning I was going to the hospital and somebody said, that's sad news, wee Billy's been found dead. And that's what he owned a bottle of whiskey and drank a bottle of whiskey and died of alcoholic poisoning. I don't know. But he was celebrating winning the pool league.
Those were out in an empty house. We were neighbours. One night in the bottom pub, was your brother-in-law, Hughie Coftry.
Wee Hughie.
He wasn't much better, man.
No.
I goes to the toilet and me Billy comes in and he says to me, he's going to kill me. And I went, who? That's Hugh Coftry. I said, never said a word. Well, I was quite bigger then, than the rest of that. So I had a word with him, so I went and had a word. You touch him when we needed you away. I never said a word.
We Billy did. It was an argument in the house.
So, what do you think you missed most then about Kirkmichael in the last, well, which changed of course, but you know, when you're around
56 years.
60 years. I know, just thinking back and...
You must all the characters that we used to do.
That's true.
I mean, Jake Thompson's the last there.
Everybody's the same.
Everybody's the same.
Sorry, Jack.
Jake Thompson.
Who's that?
To the same.
Aye.
Mary,
yes.
We cried him Jake. He was one of the...
Jake was a
last of the characters.
Jake was a
No one.
But he was from a farm, you know, so you were...
But they were in the valleys.
They were in the village a lot, So there wasn't such a farms and separate, so he was a character.
What's that?
Jake the pop every week.
Aye, the farm was all like that.
So, anybody else, any characters or any
We talked
particular
about Farmer McGowan and Jimmy
family?
Hose, Ivy Wilson.
Jimmy Hose, I remember that name.
Is young Hose still staying up there?
Aye,
Son's still there.
Jimmy Hose, wow, his son's backstage.
Remind me about Jimmy Hose, I know the name, but can't find.
He was a local poacher.
Oh, he was a poacher.
He was a poacher. He worked in the community, but he worked in the community for years. He was a local poacher. And there was a great story I remember my mother telling him about. Him and Ivy Wilson were in at Maybole. They had a bike, a push bike, no cars. They had no cars nowadays.
You guys told your story through
And they went into the farmer's field just at King's Quarry where Jimmy was talking about earlier on, and they got a bag of tatties and a bag of turnips, and they got them on the bike and they're pushing out the road. Well, in the days there was only one policeman about like Old Temple, and they came across it to them, and they've got the bikes out. Where did you get them? I would go to them in my bowl. No, you didn't. You stole them out of that field of soys. Right, hose. In the van, 2 bags of ties. No room for the bike. Right, Wilson, bring the bike down to the police station. You take that bike game down to the police station in Kirkmichael. So my mother was in Jimmy Rose's wife's house when Ivy comes in with the bike, and he says to the Annie Hose, see that bike, get ready, where's that other bike Hoses got? She says, it's sitting around the back. She says, it's sitting around the... He says, right, get rid of that, hide that bike. So they went round the back, and they got Ivy with this bike, and they brought it down to Bob Templeton. And Templeton says to him, here you go, Hoses bike there, Ivy. He says, I have that, sir, I've got it there, it's sitting there at the door. And he looks at it, oh, for Christ's sake, Wilson, he says, there's no tyres on that. He says, there's no bloody chain on it. He says, where's Hoses' bike? He says, you asked me to bring Hoses' bike, that's Hoses' bike. And that was right enough, that's what he did. They get rid of the original one and brought the whole bike with 8 tyres and no chain on it.
They
were characters.
Character, you're right.
And I've got for that, were characters.
Any other boys? Well, of course, everybody talks about Jock from Jock Marion, and this is a man who could do anything like train trains and anything.
He knew everything.
Well, he knew everything, did he? Did he think he knew everything, or did he know everything?
No,
It was
The only thing he couldn't do was blow his nose.
that's a valid point. No.
He used to be.
and he was the beadle in the church. He used to the white gloves on to put the Bible up the pulpit. It was the strangest thing because he was black. He swept churches as well.
We upset him one New Year. Mine had he rung the kirk bell at 12 o'clock. We went up and rung it at 11. We went up and rung it at 11. Why, he was upset.
He wasn't happy.
What about Christmas and New Year and things like that? And it was
Well, they're all half guts.
There was always a Hogmanay dance.
Hogmanay would be big, was it?
Aye.
To 11 o'clock. Then everybody would go home at 11 o'clock to bring New Year in.
Yeah.
Aye. They used to dance up
That was
again.
held here.
I can remember them dancing up down here.
Really?
Aye, I can when I was young. Aye, my mum and dad come down. But my dad drunk, but my mum never drunk. But she would come down with my dad. And then they were dancing out there on the street. That's when I was in my teens. So I wasn't able to dance every year.
A pint or 2 or 3 hours rolling about the home grade. Mind they had the wine club and
The wine club? I started that.
the wine circle.
Started that.
My mother made that grapefruit champagne, and I don't think it was fermented, but we drunk it. No wheel for a week. I didn't know where it was coming from.
But your mother wasn't in the wine circle?
Aye, she was.
She was in the wine circle?
She made it.
Oh, right.
That way.
Stole a ball.
Stole a bottle.
They didn't steal, we borrowed.
But
We borrowed it.
amazing contributors
In
there.
those days with Hogmanay, when you were talking about the dance at Hogmanay, after they went home, after it and after the bells, every door was almost open. There was a light on, you could go in, you walked in, you didn't chat. You just walked in and it was Happy New Year. And always had something out in a plate that be chicken, goose or something like that, soup. There's always something to eat in every household we went to.
Yes.
One day we ended up at Jean and Charlie reaching up as a beer do. 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning.
That was the boots,
Where was that? Up here?
Well, so what?
Alright.
If you went to the Blades, you get hair soup. Remember the blood?
Yes,
Hair soup made with blood. You reminded that?
Oh, Matty. Who's that?
The hair soup made with
Oh, I
blood.
didn't like hair soup. That's one thing I didn't like was hair soup.
Especially.
Did you never taste it?
And you get rabbit.
Oh, I'm decent rabbit, aye.
But it was made with the blood.
It was made with the blood of the
Well,
hair.
like the hair,
It was made planned out from the what?
Here.
Hair.
Blood?
Blood of it, aye. Blood with the blood.
Didn't I make it? Tried it.
That was lovely.
Aye, that was in Machine, when I was up in
Well, that's what
Machine.
it was.
You never saw Nick Nail when he was in Ireland.
No, didn't they? No, they make hair
Everybody's
soup.
making them fresh
Some more making
Hair
it.
soup.
hair soup with blood.
That's not
With
what
Nick Nail.
Oh, why? I got frozen seat.
Aye.
What do you mean?
So just when you're thinking of food, I mean, the type of food, of course, that you would have, you know, will have changed a lot as well. You know, now you can have anything. You got the supermarket and you have everything.
Well, a national dish now is curry, is it not?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I take it was there any particular food that was standard that you could, you know, was your standby dinner or anything like that?
Tatties and mince.
Your mother was a cook up at the house, you said, so.
Kirkmichael House.
Aye, is there
I
any
was up
particular?
with the bad folk.
But what about any particular dishes that she did?
No, I never asked her.
Yeah. No, but what did you get though?
Oh, my mother's a cook, she's not going to
Did you
get
cook
that.
anything?
I mean, my mother made everything.
In these days,
You lot meat then.
in these days, there was never
So vegetarians?
never a lack of chicken.
12-inch, 10-inch, and 8-inch.
Chicken was quite commonplace because you could go to the farms and get it. And you're talking about Jimmy Hose.
Just got to
Well, Jimmy used to take orders for chickens from New Year to Christmas. This is a cracker. And as I said, he worked at the creamery and he was known sometimes to take a case of butter or two home.
Aye, wee box of that.
He would deliver it to customers came to his. So he says to me, I was working at the pub that night.
Aye.
He'd take me down the road. I says, I'll take you down the road. So I gave him a run down. It was nearly Christmas or something like that. And he says, come in and me some butter, but don't tell your father. My father went beside him. I said, no, I'm going to tell him. So anyway, I goes away in. We opened the back door and there was chickens fleeing everywhere. I mean, I'm talking maybe 8, 9, 10 chickens.
Jimmy Seuss.
Oh, Jimmy Seuss. And he's going, what's that? The legs tied in the bath, but it must have got loose. Tied together.
You're talking about the food. Now, when I was a young boy, you were taught to call Mr. Hose. I was going up to get his son, his Gordon Hose, and we were going fishing to the loch. Now, Mr. Hose, can I use your toilet? And you came out of his boy, away you go. Gospel truth, I went through into the toilet, and he's lying in the bath. There's 2 salmon, a lamb with his throat cut, and 2 chickens with their feet tied together, going round about in circles and blood splattering everywhere. And he says to me, I just help you, can you go, boy? He said, I never dried up as quick in my life. I was scarred me for life with that.
Aye, some man.
Unbelievable.
He used to run him up to the Black Ball on a Sunday to walk in with his big coat. And he was through to Margaret.
Catching that.
And he'd open the coat up, cream it on one side, butter on the other side, cheese and a bit.
I don't forget the sugar and the salt, because he used to
Oh,
take
aye,
all
the
the
sugar and the
sugar.
salt.
Was there ever a haunted house in the village?
Well, he used to talk about what was it, Green Genie?
Cloncaird.
The Green Lady.
The green room, aye, that was called your castle, aye.
They heard about that from the
The ladies were saying that was
Aye,
used.
some of them would probably work in Cloncaird, but it was Dubs and Dory in those days.
I think that.
Aye, they're definitely ghost up there.
Well, we're nearly. Is there any particular questions, Jen? Are you?
No, just if you got a favourite memory, when you think of Kirkmichael, what do you think of?
And obviously this is to celebrate the 125 years of McCosh Hall, if there's anything that...
even happened in here that was funny.
If I tell you that, and you couldn't show that.
I think the memory of being when we were skating on the loch.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
At the Bonspiel with the farmers. We were skating at the top end, you weren't allowed down the boat, man. and the Vulcan bomber went to going to Pressway, and that was what, 63?
62, just wins. Yeah.
We were all there, I mean, with a hill guy, Billy, Hammy.
Robert.
He was a good skater.
Hammy was a grand skater.
I was there, I couldn't skate.
You know, I couldn't skate here.
I couldn't skate.
Who was Hammy, right?
Oh, my cousin, right?
His cousin. So what about yourself there, Billy? Any thoughts?
No.
You've fond memories of the shop and that?
Oh,
You have fond memories of that?
Great memories of the shop.
Yeah.
Dad used to make us down there later on at night and get me Bible comics and Bible sweets. And he would come through for tea time for 7, 8 o'clock at night. And
Was it open as late as that?
No, we don't come for us young ones.
We have to chop the door.
And the house indeed.
They served them.
Jimmy's father hunted us. He let us in.
He was still
Up the van 8, 9 o'clock at night.
So he went round, he was behind the grocery van.
They worked even a Saturday, and sorry, a Sunday, but a Saturday night they used to come back for straight, and my mother always made him a fry-up, and I had a parrot, a cockatoo, and he went to the pub and got off for food, come home, and he always bathed this cockatoo. And my mother, in the days it was Trex or whatever, and she hadn't washed the frying pan out in the basin, or had washed it out, and I come home, the 18-year-old, up the stairs, 2 o'clock in the morning. That bloody parrot, that was a cockatoo servant. Get in and get it, and it all hardened up. And I had to degrease it, I still with the bike up here. That bird hated me.
He used to take it in the car sometimes.
I took it in the car.
Something he should have.
You're supposed to pluck them before you put them.
I ended up in the court with that. Matt Dempsey, Matt Dempsey's mother stayed at the White Hall. He says to me, you got a parrot? I says, no, it's a cockatoo. Will it speak? I says, oh, I know. So he bought it for the price of something, £23. That was a lot of money. That was 1968. And I worked at the quarry in Maple. They had him for 2 weeks and they come back, kicked up hell. And we ended up in a punch up. So we went to the court in Maple, and the court in Maple was Lex McLean, and who was the manager of the gasworks? Dan Murray?
No, Lex McConnell. Lex McConnell.
We were all in the court in Maple, and the local policemen were all there. And they all knew about it. But the Tuesday night, this was on the Wednesday, and the Tuesday night we played dominoes, and Lex McConnell, he was the kind of sheriff and mayor, and I ended up playing dominoes with him, and we won. And the next day I'm up in court with Colin dying everywhere. We Matt get fined £35, and I kept birds, still do keep birds, and I won the Scottish National, and look at the lawyer and everything there with the cage birds saying that I'd done this and everything else. And Miss Amos, who was next door behind the garage, reached to the car, and she'd saw this but never saw me hitting him. So he got done. They got fined, I think, £35. And when we took side the Land Rover, because he was at Colin then, the Land Rover with the shotgun in it, and Ian Woods done him again for leaving the car unlocked, and he got another £35 fine. So he was not pleased with me.
So what about you two? Your favourite memories? Do you have anything that you want to add to?
No.
Nothing?
No, so I just love this village.
John,
I love this village.
You love this village?
I absolutely love it. It's the best wee village in Ayrshire.
It is indeed.
I can assure you. Same me both.
But you've got your house.
I still got a house up there in those days.
Just doing for Johnny.
Your holiday home.
House in the country.
Well, I'm going to have my brother.
You stole it off your brother.
No,
John, you've still got good connect. Well, you've got your friends, and John, you've got.
I've got no relations and direct relations.
But you have, connections. And so on.
It's
And
always
you've got
known
good
as a
memories.
Kirkmichael boy.
Yes,
Still good.
Oh, you have good.
Way out.
One of my favourite ones would be the
Cousins,
fair. Cut the football part with all, was it harvest or something like that?
The ransom more.
I can always remember.
The hand linked it.
I remember the changing hut. I remember we used to, Mrs. McGowan ate the pies in the pub, and we used to come in before, then we used to get a board of pies for the players and officials after the match, and I suppose we used to get in. Your dad was something to do with it. And I'll tell you who else was to do with it. My brother-in-law, he was the committee.
Robin.
Gibby Black.
You and me and Rob went to Mrs. McGowan's for the tray of pies. The three of us together with my feet like back around. There was a big omelette tea there, and we used to get a pie. And I remember he said, my brother keeps it up in my head. You asked for another pie. I said, no I didn't. He says, you did. And you tell your dad that I was going out with your sister. I said, that's right. Blackmail.
Anyway,
That was good.
I think we've covered so many topics. It's fantastic.
You're giving me a hard job. This was only supposed to be an hour video. Six different groups, an hour's video for you guys yourselves.
I think we could have entertainment. So,
Possibly.
Do you want the X-rated ones now?
Yeah, we're going to pop.
I'll just turn the cameras off just now.
I'm not tall enough to hold you up.
I'd like to say big thank you for agreeing to come and sharing with us your stories, and trying to be very, very good and being very selective in your stories. I know you're in your best behaviour, so you will get a chance to see the finished product. We will keep some of the bits that Colin here will have to have a hard job trying to edit a lot of the stuff, but
Thoroughly entertaining.
but highly entertaining. It's good enough.
Superb.
You never know, we might get back to together.
I'm going to tell you, John and I worked in the top pub up there. It was Mrs. Reed in the pub in Big Hugh, made my favourite in town. We're standing in the pub one night, and it was Cathy Robertson that had it, and he told me. Anyway, Cathy was sitting at the door, and he said, Michaela and all that, we said, give him a drink, give him a drink, son going down. And I went to talk to him, and I went like, and the till was there, and the next thing, the door opened. And this guy with the big skirt on, the white skirt, excuse my language, he says, what the fuck do you think you're doing? I'm going to that, 2 whiskies, going to that. What do you think you're doing? Cathy Robertson was sitting in the door, she seen him. She says, it's a private party case of mine. She never get in for it. And I'm telling you, I had 2 whiskies. What somebody wanted 2 whiskies, so I booked that.
And this was after time.
Oh, the time was out. Half an hour out.
You wouldn't have been the village
the big boy with the skirt, the skirt, the big one, he went, and he just says, what David Brody, you're like, eh? David Brody, I mean, it's another home.
What age were you when you were doing that?
Does the Ken end at
27, 28, I just put it, shut it down. I went to the wall of the post, and well, she says, it's a private party. They just walked it with me.
She's not related to him, really.
And see up there at the top, they came and said, well, if it's a private party, I'm in a car, I'm friend in a car, and see the car's outside. Ain't moved, they've been done.
Well, our job is to make a 1 hour video made up of 6 different groups that are interviewed, but see these videos,
Yeah, the
they're
whole
all
thing.
going to be kept and handed to them for the video archive as they stand. So just your banter around about the table is going to exist for future generations to just hear your stories and have a good laugh like you've given us tonight.
You can mind that Ian Woods and that coming out, coming to the top bunk, so we were all standing on a drink.
They're starting to talk about the next stuff.
Ian was a local, and he would come in and he would stand and drink that pint you've done. So he'd walk away through to the pool room. But it was a young lad, I think it was, can't remember, it was a young post, and I'm drinking away, because he hadn't drunk out there. You're done. And he would come back through. What's going on? I'm going to do have his drink. No, take a minute off and have a drink. And they went.
And that's how life should be, I think we've got too much the other way, haven't we, in some respects.
Some of the local farmers, the police coming out running their head. Here and all that. Right, I know taking that.
Yeah,
Car, we will run your head, you get a car in the morning.
Change days.
So again, I'll say thank you very much and congratulations.